Okay, hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm sure nearly all of you know why we are here today. And for those of you who don't, we're here today because that patchy beard fucking gout-ridden hippo, DSP, has finally admitted that the They Call Me DSP WWE Champions account that he spent a fuckload of money on is his. He finally admitted it. No big shock there, obviously, we all knew. But of course, he admitted it, but he also always got to have several lies going. He can't just come clean. He's claiming that though he is the They Call Me DSP account on WWE Champions, he sold it, so he's not the Down from the Rafters account. This is what he's alleging, which is obviously a load of shit, and we're going to go into it today. Before we do, I just want to say, obviously a lot more has happened since then. As of yesterday, he had Craig from the Side Scrollers on his show, and it was amazing. You should totally go watch that. It was so good. Craig did like fucking awesome. He destroyed Phil, and Phil ran away like a little bitch at the end. So it's really worth watching. I probably will cover that on a separate video, but I can't get into that today because there's so much to get into already. And also DSP, after the whole Craig situation, he went on stream and then tried to deny the bank leaks. And he does a fucking terrible job. It's just like, you've just confessed that They Call Me DSP. You basically admitted that everything was a lie, but you're so much of a pussy that you've come out and now you're like, oh, but the bank leaks aren't mine, you guys. Like, oh no, it's just another massive set of coincidences, it? Oh, it's like the amount of fucking days where he comes off on his Phil's Day Off segment and goes, so yesterday I went for pet supplies, and then I went to a meal at this place with Kit. And then when you look at his fucking bank leaks, it's exactly the fucking same on the exact same fucking day. No, it's all fake. That's not him. This is the exact, it's just some guy who's basically just copying Phil's spending habits, spending the exact same sort of money that Phil has been given on tips of that corresponding day, and also just happens to spend all his money in shops around Phil's area on the same day that Phil happened to have also visited those shops, and also spends loads of money on a mobile game, which DSP has also said that he plays and has admitted that an account that spent loads of money on is his. Just a coincidence. But as I said, even though I just went into it a little bit, we're not going into that today because there's too much to go into with this fucking thing. So, right, the intro's gone on pretty long enough, but I do want to say one more thing, and I'm going to sound a bit like DSP here. But I just want you to know where I'm at with this fucking thing. So, I've been making videos on DSP for 11 years, you guys. And, obviously, I've covered all the shit, during that time, all the scams and whatnot, from Project 7 to, the wedding scam and the bankruptcy, and, of course, every little begathon in between. I'm not going to name them all, but, there's been loads of, guys, I need that money. I really do. Pay my bills. And, of course, we all knew that he was the They Call Me DSP account, and he was spending a fuckload of money on this game, while at the same time begging people that, guys, I need money, I'm going to lose my house, you guys. I need money to go see my dying parents because they're getting older. All that bollocks, right? I've covered all that and had to listen to him for years go, oh, the track is saying such nonsense. They're mentally ill idiots. That's not my account. You guys, they're just little bitches making up lies, yeah. Had to listen to that for forever. And now he just comes out all blasé and goes, yeah, actually, it was my account. So the detractors were right. You're a lying cunt. So you understand where my head is at before we go into this. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. So, as usual, we're watching a video from Memology. God bless him, because at the minute, there's so much fucking Phil content to go through. I've never uploaded so much in the whole time I've been making videos on him. And I need him to space out these fuck-ups. I really do. But, yeah, we're going to get into this, and here we go.
All right. So, here's the thing. I'm about to tell you the actual truth.
Well, there's a first time for everything, I guess.
However, there's still people who aren't going to believe it. There's still people who will never be satisfied no matter what I tell you, all right? They're going to say I lied. They're going to say this is bullshit, right? And so, this is only for those who actually are capable of, rational thought and considering the truth and things like that.
Okay, so we're already off to a fucking horrendous start. So he's going, this is basically for people that have rational thought. Okay, fuck off. So basically, you know what he's like. It's, by the end of this, if you're like, oh, Phil, I don't care that you basically ripped us off. I don't care. Then you've got rational thought. It's good that you've listened to me tell you why I've scammed you for the past 7 years. of having this account. And you're continuing to support me and give me money. You're a rational person. Yet anyone who says, actually, Phil, I'm not cool with it, guess what? You're a detractor who's not capable of rational thought, you guys. Anyone who doesn't come away from this kissing his ass doesn't have rational thought. Fuck you. You have literally, for years, and this is what really fucking pisses me off, and I've been saying this for fucking years. I remember when I did the rant on him taking the money and then getting married, the whole wedding thing. I did a video on that, and I remember it was at the point of that video, it was a catchphrase where I kept saying, like, no one cares, like, how you spend your money as long as you're not getting it under false pretenses. If you didn't say, guys, I need that money because I'm going to lose my house, you guys. My parents are dying. I need money to go see them. If you didn't say that, you just said, support the content. It didn't matter how you spent your money, but the fact is you fucking lied. You got the money under false pretenses. You pulled on people's fucking heartstrings who went, oh, I don't want Phil to lose his house. I'm going to give him some money. And then you went away and started pulling fucking Hogans on it. Like, that's why people have a fucking issue with it, you fucking cunt. And you can't come out and say, I've been lying for 7 fucking years. Oh, but this is only for people that have rational thought. No. Anyone with rational thought would listen to you say, I've been lying to you for 7 years, taking money off you under false pretenses. Anyone with a rational fucking mind would say, you're a fucking cunt, go fuck yourself.
You already know I have a history of spending money on mobile games. I've already admitted it, okay? Everything that I said in that segment on stream was a lie. Literally, every time someone asked me about WWE champions, I lied. Every single fucking time. Because to me, my personal spending, things I was doing off stream, was no one's business.
And again, to reiterate, that would be a correct statement if it wasn't for the fact that you asked for the money for various fucking things. Then it is people's business. You're asking, oh guys, I need to give money to save my house, you guys. Then that's people's business. If they're giving you money to save your fucking house, and then you spend it on fucking JPEGs of sweaty men, then that is their fucking business. So this is absolute fucking horseshit.
Okay? And every time someone brought it up, I'm like, this is so stupid. This is dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I just lied to get it out of the way. And I tried so hard for so long to lie about it, to get people to just forget about it. But I forgot. Well, not really forgot. But I definitely underestimated the anal nature of these people who stalk me.
Amazing. Now, to borrow a line from Phil, I want you to think about this. He is coming out and basically saying, hey guys, remember that account they call me DSP that I promised you I wasn't? The account that spent a fuckload of money on WWE Champions during the time of my bankruptcy and all this other, like, begathon time? Yeah, that's me. During this video where he's confessing this, which should be an apology to all these people that have given him money, he's going, oh yeah, the people that stalk me online? How anal they are. Fuck you. Even trying to play the victim in this situation. Guys, I did scam you over loads of money, but I did it because of the detractors, you guys. Oh, I'm such a victim. Fuck off. You're coming out telling you told a lie. I mean, you are a compulsive liar. Everyone knows this, but you're admitting to this massive fucking lie. This is probably the worst thing you've done, in my opinion. And you're just being like, oh, it was the detractors. Like, yeah, oh, I forgot that they've been... Oh, I can't even... I do apologise for the anger. I do laugh at DSP. Like, obviously, he's a lolcow. But shit like this really fucking pisses me off. The way he comes out after doing this really scummy thing and he's all confident about it. He even said, like, every time WWE Champions was brought up, I lied about it. That whole segment, or talking about the side-scrollers, I lied about it. Right, so that means that you talked about the bank leaks and stuff and all that, which we know you've lied about because you've gone back and forth with that. So now you're lying about the bank leaks, so that it's obvious the bank leaks are yours as well. So we know how much money you have spent during those periods where you were crying poor and begging people for money under false pretenses, and yet you still have the fucking audacity to sit there like a fat patchy beard hippo going, what I didn't account for was how anal my stalkers were. Fuck you. Absolutely fuck you. The people looking into this shit who, like, are basically looking at whether you're a scammer or not, going, Phil's begging for money, and it looks like that he is spending that money on WWE Champions, and he's begging for the money to save his house. So he's taking that money and he's spending it on a mobile game, right? No, the people that are looking into that are not fucking stalkers, you guys. They're looking into a fucking scammer who, at this point, has been confirmed 100% correct that they should have been doing that. Because if they didn't, you would have got away with this fucking shit, and you'd probably still be fucking doing it. I mean, you are still doing it. I mean, you're still taking money and spending it on WWE Champions. You're just being open about it now, but you wouldn't have been open about it now if this hadn't all come to light.
All right. A couple things they outright got me on, like for example, the Discord thing. I had no idea about any of that. I was incredibly ignorant, okay, of all of it. I didn't know any of that shit. So I had no clue that they could like track a Discord versus like numbers on your name and shit like that. So, you know, for me, here's the thing. If you're a person who's coming to my stream and you just want to watch the content and have fun, do you want to hear about this shit? My fans did not care about me playing WWE Champions.
Well, that's an out-and-out lie, isn't it? Because the very reason that you've hid this is so that your fans didn't catch wind of it because they were giving you money and you didn't want them to know where that money was going. So, yes, your fans would want to know. My fans would want to know. Making out like, oh, anyone who's a real fan wouldn't care how I was spending my money. No, those very same fans that spent money because they thought they were keeping a roof over your head would care if you were playing WWE Champions, and you do fucking know this because that's why you've kept quiet about it. You're saying, oh, yeah, I buried it for years. I wanted everyone to stop talking about it. Yes, because you didn't want it to come to light, not because of what the detractors say, because you don't care. You always say, the detractors are mentally ill idiots, and I'm never going to win them over, so you don't care what the detractors think. You kept it quiet because you didn't want your pay pigs to catch wind of it and go, shit, is that where our money's going? Well, that's it. The money tap stops. I'm turning off the money tap. Go fuck yourself, Phil. That's why you've kept it fucking quiet. And what makes me laugh is he's saying, oh, I didn't know they could track me on Discord. It's like, all these years where you've been called out on it and they go, yeah, we've got you here, Phil, because this is your Discord and we've connected it and we've done this and done that. All this overwhelming evidence, you're on the side scrollers in the face of overwhelming evidence, still fucking lying. And you're so dumb you actually expected people to believe it. And yet you've insulted other people's intelligence. Yeah, people that believe this are mentally ill idiots. What, people that believe the overwhelming evidence? Well, now you need to fucking apologise for that shit to all the detractors because you're saying that they were lying, and no, it was you that were lying. They had caught you in a fucking scam.
All right? When I was doing a fundraiser for a week to pay taxes, yeah, that's literally what it was. Yeah, there was some misspeaking and things over time about exactly directly where the money was going, but it was because I was kind of desperate for that week, you know.
Was there some misspeaking about where the money was going? How blasé is that? Oh yeah, just simple case of miscommunication, you guys. When I said I need the money to save my house, is that what you thought I meant, that I'd be homeless, so I need to save my house? No, miscommunication, I meant WWE Champions. Like, miscommunication. Fuck off, you enormous bellend. Like, the blaseness of this fucking... Blaseness? Is that a word? I don't know. How blasé he is being about this is fucking, like, a testament to how big a prick he is.
The WWE Champions thing, 100%. Again, I just always lied about it because I thought it wasn't important. It was just something that my detractors were trying to do. Because again, they tried to get me time and time again over the years. So many times for stupid shit. That wasn't true. They had finally found one stupid little thing that they got me on.
Okay, well, what do you mean, like, I thought WWE Champions was a thing that the detractors were trying to do? What do you mean? That's what you did. You took the money and played it, you daffy cunt, and spent it. What does it even fucking mean? Jesus, the gout has spread so far into your brain. You're just fucking gone, man. The little alien man in your fucking head is just losing control. Oh my God. And again, playing a victim. The other things that they basically said, they said loads of lies, and I thought this was another thing. They finally got me. Can I use this? They finally got me on a little silly thing. A little silly thing. You scamming tens of thousands of dollars from your fans under false pretenses is a little thing. What is a big thing to you then? How is that a little thing? Oh, yeah, guys, you won't believe it, but I did basically lie and scam tens of thousands of dollars off you. But it's just a little silly thing. It's a silly thing. You call a bubble blow a silly thing. So a bubble blow is on the same level as scamming your fans over tens of thousands of dollars. Fuck off. The audacity to come out here and admit, like, he's not even probably admitting it as well. Also, I want to point out that this is he did this. This is part of him reacting to the June the King documentary, which he did on his DSP Reacts channel. Fair enough, it was on his DSP Reacts channel. This clip is on his DSP Reacts channel. You need to man up and put this clip on your fucking main channel where you're talking about scamming people, not your shitty DSP Reacts channel, which is more dead than your dead main channel. Put it on the least dead channel. But yeah, no. He's not even properly fucking owning up to it. It's absolutely hilarious that he can apologise for something like this and make out like it's such a little thing. Like, oh yeah, they finally got me on a little silly thing. Oh, the time I scammed my fans out of tens of thousands of dollars. Oh, a little silly thing. You still harping on about that? Fuck off.
I'm gonna tell you this the truth now, but again, many of you are not gonna believe it. I can't make you believe it. And I'm gonna open up for the first time about this topic ever right now here tonight. And some of you, if this is it for you and you can't take it and you want to leave and you're not gonna come back, I can't stop you. All right, I can't. For those who've been here through this journey with me, by 16 years as a content creator, this crazy month I just had of resurgence, you know, I would hope that the things that people have been saying to me are true. That you don't care about my past and the shit that I was doing, you know, that was stupid and bad, because I admit it was stupid and bad.
For a person that's always calling his detractors mouth-drooling idiots and, oh, they don't have intelligence, you guys, and questioning his detractors' intelligence, right? For someone who does that, let's look at how fucking dumb what he just said is, right? So basically, Kino Casino have given this guy so much confidence that he thinks he can make this announcement now that he can say, yeah, that is my WWE Champions account, so what? Who cares? He thinks he's that untouchable. That's how deluded he is, right? And people have been saying, all these, like, Kino Casino dents and stuff, and all his dents have been saying, yeah, you can come out and say it. We don't care whether you say it. And he's actually just said there, right? I hope that you guys are telling me the truth in the fact that you don't care about what I've done in my past and that you're just going to move on from this. So he is hoping that his viewers haven't lied to him. So basically, he's putting ahead of time in the word that, like, okay, so basically, you guys have told me that if I admit this to you, that you don't care. And you better be telling the truth, because if you turn around after I make this admittance that I've basically been scamming everyone out of tens of thousands of dollars for 7 years, if you turn around now and say, you know what, fuck Phil, I don't want anything to do with him anymore, that means you're a liar. Yeah. Think about that. You're a fucking liar, because you said that you would stick with me even if I admitted it, and I hope you're telling the truth. If not, you're a liar. You're admitting to 7 years of fucking lying. How can you turn around and go, oh, my fans better be telling me the truth? Fuck you. What? How come you get to lie to them, but if they lie to you and go, yeah, we'll be cool if you admit you're WWE Champions, that was your WWE Champions account, and then they turn around and go, actually, change my mind, I'm not cool about it, go fuck yourself. Oh, a liar. We've got a liar here, you guys. So, turn the mirror on you. We've got a big fat hippo liar that's like 10 times bigger liar than that lie would ever be. Unreal that he is like basically saying, oh, I hope you fans are being truthful. Yeah, because we don't like liars here on DSP Gaming.
Okay? All right. So, ready? Admission number 1. Yes, the They Call Me DSP account in WWE Champions is my account. Okay?
Like,
That's admission number 1. It is. It always was. Okay? Now, it was very stupid of me to name it They Call Me DSP. You might say, why was he so dumb to name that account that? Because when I opened it in 2017, when the game launched, I didn't think anyone was going to ever give a fuck about my mobile game spending.
And there you go. There's the big reveal. The big, like, fucking confession. The account was mine. It always has been. It always was. But he's so blasé with it. It's just fucking, like, it doesn't mean anything, what he's saying. Like, think about what you've just confessed. He doesn't go deep and go, yep, the account was mine. It was always mine. And yes, that does mean that during the period when I was saying I needed money to pay my taxes, or I might lose my house, or I need to see my dying parents, I was pulling for Hogan's during that whole time. That's exactly what that means. No, he doesn't want it. He wants to come out and go, look at me, I'm big, brave Phil Bernal making this confession, you guys. But it doesn't fucking mean anything to you. You're not actually going into why it was such a bad thing and why you needed to confess to it, because you just hope your dents will just fucking move on from it and just go, oh, that's very good of you to admit it, Phil. Also, yes, it was dumb of you to use the They Call Me DSP name. Like, and then to deny it, going, it's not mine, you guys, it's just a big coincidence. Like, that was dumb. That you thought that was going to fucking fly. And go, oh, I don't use that name on anything. You use it on fucking Twitter. You use it on Pokemon Go. You used it on Instagram, you fat fuck. God, so stupid to go, I used that name because I didn't think that anyone would care about my mobile spendings. Well, yeah. And at the time, because that would have been 7 years ago, that would have been 2017, right? that was before you did the bankruptcy and the big tax begathons. That all came like 2019-ish. I think maybe like 2018. But the point is, when you created that account, yeah, no one would have given a shit about your mobile spendings. But you then went on to do this massive scam. And do you know what was the fucking funny thing? Is if, say that when you created this account in 2017, whatever, and then in 2019, late 2018, when you start begging for all the fucking money to pay your taxes, save your bills, all that shit. If people then looked at your WWE Champions account and said, Jesus, Phil used to spend a lot of money on this game, but did you see that he's now completely stopped during this bankruptcy period? God, that might actually have some merit towards his story, because that makes sense. He's saying he needs money to pay his bills, and he's not pulling for Hogan's. But no, that didn't fucking happen. And people, that is why people care about your mobile spending thing, because during this period where you're fucking crying poor, you're going, ugh, go pull for some Hogan's, you guys. Like, begging for money and then spending it on fucking the game. Like, unbelievable cunt.
So, what ended up happening was, the game came out, 2017? And I barely played it that hardcore. Like, the first year or so, I would say. It wasn't until the second year where the game actually got, like, redesigned to be more serious of a game. And so then it kind of warranted more time, more spending, etc.
God, man, listen to him. This is a game where you crush gems and get fucking pictures of sweaty Hogan. It wasn't until the second year that they got serious, you guys. And then it warranted more time and money. Does it warrant money? What do you mean? Especially from some fucking guy who's in dire financial straits. Like, oh, well, yeah, I do need to pay my bills, but they've got serious on the WWE Champions game, so it does warrant more money now. What kind of fucking, like, addicted mindset is that? That's fucking unbelievably stupid.
It got, to the point where everyone wanted to form guilds and factions because big events were being based in the game around that. Eventually, after being with this group for a while, I became one of the leaders of the faction, okay? So, and then I was with them probably a year more, okay? And so, of course, there's going to be, like, there was Discord, chats and things like that. There never was an issue with any of this. Never. And then all of a sudden, somehow, someone had discovered that there was a WWE champion's name of my name. And I guess what it is someone who played the game knew how the accounts worked or whatever, and they did money, and they said, he spent thousands of dollars on the game, right? Based on some calculation that they had made.
I'm fascinated with how his brain works, like, because he did this the other day when he was talking shit. Remember in Project 7 where everyone was complimenting Rambo, saying Rambo's the best thing about Project 7. And then he got butthurt, went on stream and went, guess what, guys? That part that John Rambo did that you all thought was funny, I wrote it. Like, trying to make out, like, undermine what John's, like, contributions to the project, right? And then people obviously saw this and said, hey, John, have you seen what DSP's saying about you? And then John got pissed at DSP. And in DSP's mind, he's like, oh, it's the detractor's fault for telling him. No, it's your fault for saying the cunty thing. And it's... here is exactly where he's going with this, where he's going, it turns... And I hate... notice his voice, his little, like, I don't know what you call it, like a teenage girl mole voice, where he's like, apparently, I guess, somebody looked into this. Like, it really, as he's doing this story, he does this more than normal, and it's really fucking irritating, but he's like, so I guess what it was is someone added up all the money that I spent, and was like, oh, hey, this guy DSP has spent loads of money. So what if they did do that? You're fucking crying poor and shit. Someone's done the maths at how much money you spent on this fucking mobile game. Guess what? That's your fucking fault for spending that stupid amount of money on something so fucking dumb when you're allegedly, like, in financial dire straits. It's not the person's fault for pointing it out. You wouldn't stab someone, have someone get the police over and go, hey, that guy's stabbing someone. The police officer comes over and goes, yes, I am stabbing someone, but you wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for that idiot. Like, what kind of fucking dumbass logic is that?
I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what it is, because I don't watch my detractors shit, okay? And I'm not here to tell you I didn't spend money on the game. I absolutely have spent money on WWE Champions, okay? A good amount of money on WWE Champions over the years. I'm here to fess on this, right? This is the big moment, correct? What ended up happening was, my detractors, seeing that there was this names that said they call me DSP and had spent money in the game, went on this insane stalker spree, basically trying to get me like banned from the game.
This is like classic like YouTuber, isn't it? Whenever a YouTuber apologizes for something, they go off on a tangent about something like how they're a victim or this. This is irrelevant, right? This is fucking irrelevant. Like, oh, the detractors try to get me banned off the game. Okay. Who gives a shit at this point? Okay, that sucks, right? That they're trying to get you banned off the game. But this is a video where you're admitting to scamming your fans for the past 7 years out of serious money. You literally, like, have lied about losing your house, you need the money and whatever. I mean, obviously you did need the money, but you just didn't spend it on what you needed it on, right? But so you've lied to them. And in this video where you're admitting this, which is a big deal, but you're trying to make it out like it's not a big deal, you're going, oh, the detractors tried to get me banned off my account. I'm sorry. What are you hoping was to get out of this? Sympathy? I can't imagine anyone. I bet there is someone that's this fucking stupid. But I can't imagine, like, if I was someone who was dumb enough to fucking give you money to save your house, then hearing this and going, man, that sucks. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's bad that he, like, finessed fucking money out of me to save his house and spent it on Hogan's. But what's worse is they tried to ban him off of his game. Oh, that's really bad. You're right, Phil. I'm sorry to hear that they tried to ban you off the game that you were scamming us out of money for. That's really fucked up, that is. In many ways, mate, that's worse than what you did. It's not even worth bringing it up. It's fucking irrelevant. It's just you have to be the victim in every fucking scenario. Even this one, which is mental.
All right. What they found is that obviously the makers of the game don't care that I have haters online. They don't give two fucks.
No. Understandable. Why would they? They're the makers of the game. If they've got some fucking mouth-drooling, fat, patchy-beard cunt, like, emptying his bank account to them, why would they give a shit? Like, they would keep rinsing you. Of course they didn't give a shit. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, you know, I don't know why these detractors, whoever it was, were trying to get him banned. I don't know if they thought that this was actually going to work. I mean, I don't even know if this is true, to be honest. I didn't hear this part of the story, but, you know, I don't get why this is in here at all. It just seems massively irrelevant. But I think what it is, and I've said this before, DSP pads for time. Like, remember when the wedding scam, all right, again, to bring that up, he split that wedding scam where he came back to tell everyone, yes, I took all your money, and yes, I did get married, right? That was 3 one-hour videos that he talked about that for, right? And I think he does that to wear you down, because you're listening to all this irrelevant bullshit when he's making his big confession, that you just get tired and go, oh, you know what, mate, fine, okay, that's fine, whatever. You scam me out of the wedding fucking money, whatever, just forget it, I don't care. That's what it is, and that's what this is, all these irrelevant fucking details, when he should just come out and went, it was my account, yes, I spent that money, it was incredibly fucked up, and I'm sorry. That's it. That's all you needed to fucking do. But no, of course, that's not the DSP way.
Right? So what they ended up doing is they started actually sending in clandestine people into the servers, like the Discord chat, the clan that I was in, the faction I was in, to join and then start tracking conversations, trying to get all this information. Eventually what happened was, I guess, a detractor literally made shit up. They had made a fake Discord conversation between me and the actual guy who had, like, founded this faction I was in. It was so weird. I can't even remember what it was, but basically it was like a fake conversation between me and this person saying that, like, he had agreed to do all kinds of favors and shit if I kept spending money on the game. Like, it was a weird conversation, right?
They started doing these clandestine things, like, oh, making out like these people are fucking evil. Again, I don't have any knowledge of, like, what this is, like, what he's talking about. Again, to reiterate, I don't know why this is in the fucking video of him confessing to all this shit. I have no fucking idea. Well, like I said, I do, it's to pad shit out and whatever. But stop trying to play the fucking victim in this situation. It's absolutely fucking just nonsense and not needed. And it just shows how disingenuous this whole confession/apology thing is that you're doing. Also, to prove that my point even more on that fact, he has, like, got ads playing on the video where he's made this confession, so he's just further kicking people in the bollocks. Sorry I scammed you, by the way, click on the ads, click on the ads. Fucking unreal.
But basically, they doxed the guy. Like, they put it on Kiwi Farm, all right? So because the guy had gotten doxed, now it had escalated. It's not just, oh, they're trying to talk to the company to get my account, you know, kicked. They're not just having trolls join the server. They had doxed the leader of faction I was in. And he confronted me about it. I'm like, dude, I have nothing to do with this. It's messed up that it happened. I'm really sorry, but obviously I can't control these people for what they're doing or whatever. And all along, you know, I'm denying to the faction that I'm this streamer. I'm like, no, I'm not that streamer. That's not me.
Right, just to clarify here, right, I hope this is obvious anyway. if this is true, again, because I don't know, this guy is a compulsive fucking liar, so I don't know how true this is. Like, but let's believe the liar for a minute, shall we? If this is indeed true and detractors doxed people in his clan or threatened to dox people in his clan, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up, okay? And I personally disavow that shit, as I'm sure most people would, right? Okay, that goes without saying. But you got to think, right? DSP knows that he's obviously hated for being a massive fucking bellend, and he's in this clan. He finds out that he's basically putting these people at risk of being doxed because he's a massive cunt. And it's his actions that are bringing about this sort of like shitty behaviour on this clan. And they're going like, oh god, I could be doxed. We're really worried. Do you know what's going on? And while this is going on, you're going, no, I don't know what's going on, you guys. Of course, all the while, I'm going, I don't know. I'm lying to them, saying I'm not this streamer. So you're actively putting them in harm's way when you should just have been like, you know what, I'll just leave because I don't want you guys getting doxed or whatever. But no, you were like, oh, I don't want to leave my clan. Oh, because I'm the leader of the clan, you guys need to stay. I don't care if it puts people in harm's way. Like, I'm just going to keep lying. So you're lying, and I'm not saying that the people that were threatening with the doxes or whatever were good people, but you lying about it was also a fucking cunty thing to do. And for what? To what end? So you could stay being the leader of my JPEG clan, you guys? Oh, spent so much money. I don't want to lose my place, you guys. Fuck off.
Well, what ended up happening was, even though I had been in that faction for like 1-2 years, I don't remember the time frame again. I don't have that data. They kicked me from the faction, okay? After kicking me from the faction, now I had already invested like 2 years into the game, and I didn't want all that time investment and money investment to go to waste.
Good, I'm glad they kicked you from the faction, because you didn't have the balls to fucking leave. Like, unreal. And again, this is the addiction mindset saying here, going, I put all this time and money into the game, I didn't want that to go to waste. Guess what? It is a waste. It's a fucking waste. How's that? Oh, I've got all these JPEGs on my phone, I don't want that to go to waste. It is a waste. It's a proper waste of money, especially money that you had been like given to spend on actual proper things like saving your house and shit like that, and you're wasting it on this game. I mean, that should have been a wake-up call to go, well, you know what, this was a massive waste. Maybe I should just stop and actually start saving some money. But of course, this guy can't do that. He gets money, and it's just fucking like, oh, money, oh, I have to spend money. He thinks like, he referred to the other day as someone saving money as hoarding money. Oh, they're hoarding money. I can't remember the context of it, but it's like, what kind of mindset is that to think that people saving money is hoarding money? Unreal. The same mindset of a guy that would say that, oh, I've been playing this game for years and I didn't want it to go to waste. Like, what was going to waste exactly? Your little JPEGs. Fucking hell.
So I probably joined and got kicked out of 2-3 different factions as a result of this. After all that happening, I was fed up. Is there a way around this? Is there a way that I could just like protect my identity in the game? Well, the game doesn't let you change your name. All right. So I did actually at one point, I reached out to the people who ran the game and I said, is there a way we could change my name so that no one would know that I'm this person? And then they stop harassing everyone around me. Because listen, I want to keep playing your game. I've invested time and money into it. I can't. Everywhere I go, these people are harassing and doxing everywhere I'm involved in.
Again, this shows how selfish he fucking is, right? So he basically is like, oh, is there any way we could change my name? Because any clan that I get involved with, everyone's getting harassed and doxed. Yet, when you were kicked out of the first clan, because everyone there got harassed and doxed, rather than say, geez, I probably shouldn't join any more clans because I don't want to put other people at risk, you joined 2 more fucking clans, like, and put those same people at fucking risk. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's unfucking real. Like, oh yeah, I know that basically people are going to be threatened, doxed and harassed, but fuck it, I need to join a clan, you guys. Don't want all these JPEGs to go to waste. What a massive cunt. Also, again, any normal person would go, this is probably a good time to stop playing the game. It's just a stupid fucking game, I'll leave it. But no, he wanted to play the game so badly. This is how addicted he is. He got in touch with the fucking people that make the game, Scopely. Going, is there any way we can change my account, you guys? Because I want to keep spending money, but maybe we could change my name. And then I could keep spending money and have my privacy. Oh yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? If you could keep spending the money that you begged for your taxes on the fucking game, but then no one needs to know about it. Yeah, oh, it's annoying when you scam people out of money, and then they can track that you're scamming them. Or is there a way that we can keep it private and I can scam them and they don't know? Like, God, you're a cock.
The company, who owns the game, who makes the game, we can see if we can change your name or whatever. I can't remember the exact specifics of how it all went down. But to make a long story short, they are so dumb, all right? I explained to them, the timing of everything. Like, here's how you do it. What I will do is I will quit a faction that I'm in, all right? You change my name when I'm out of a faction. Now there's no way to track me because no one knows where I am. Then I could join a new faction. They idiotically changed my name before the time we had agreed to, so everyone saw the name change. I was still in the faction. People were still tracking the account, and they saw the name change. They fucked it up.
Amazing. Here we go yet again in the video where he's confessing to actually scamming his fans out of all this money. And he's going, the stupid devs, or the people that made the game, they fucked it up. Like, oh yeah, let's be mad at them, shall we? Like, that's absolutely fucking mental. Imagine that going, oh, hi guys, yeah, I've kind of been scamming my fans for money, and now they found out that I'm spending it on this account. So is there any way that you could change my name? Yeah, great. Oh, no, you fucking idiots, you've changed it at the wrong time. Haven't you ever scammed people before? Do you not know that you should have changed my name after I left? Here's an idea, fatty. Why do you not just, like, fucking cry poor and say you need money for things and then spend them on a fucking mobile game? Then this whole ridiculous fucking situation would never have fucking happened.
All right? So at this point now, it's like, there's no way at all that I'm going to be able to play this game because everywhere I go and everything I do, these people are going to be tracking it or whatever. So after a series of months kind of laying low, I think like a month or two, I didn't even have a faction. And then I tried to join a couple other factions and they kept following me around these factions. Eventually, I just gave up and I said, I'm never going to be able to play this game ever again. I've got a lot of shit invested in this game, okay? Now, I'm going to leave it at that for now. We're going to go back to there. Now I'm going to tell you the part of the story absolutely nobody fucking knows whatsoever, all right? As of today, I don't have any control or ownership of that account anymore. At the times when I was like desperate for money and shit was going down, I sold the account.
Okay, a lot to go over there. First of all, hilarious that he's going, I will never get to play this game ever and ever again. Like, it's a tragic thing. That's how fucking addicted he is to it. Like, no one gives a shit that you don't get to play your fucking addiction. I know that I was scamming you guys for money, but think about this. Because of these detractors, I can never scam money off you and play this game again. I've got so much invested in this game. You haven't. You've just pissed away loads of money on fucking JPEGs. Unreal. Now, anyway, to go to the thing. So this is obviously where he, like, continues a new lie, which is fucking hilarious. So he's saying that, I don't own the account anymore. I sold it. So he's basically trying to say that he isn't down from the rafters, right? Why come out? First of all, you're a massive liar. You've proven this. You've just admitted to the biggest lie ever. And now you expect us to believe, oh, but I sold the account, bro. Trust me. Okay, well, a couple of questions. So, first of all, you sold the account because you were desperate for money, right? Well, how come on all the other times you were desperate for money, allegedly, again, sorry to repeat myself, but, the bankruptcy, losing your house, etc. How come when you were desperate for money at those times you never thought about selling the account? Why was it this? Well, the other times when you were desperate for money, you beg your fans for money. But in this one particular occasion, you were desperate for money, so you sold the account. Right, sure, okay, I can't say I believe you, and I can't say anyone would blame me, given that you're basically admitting to be a fucking massive liar here. Obviously, what has happened is when, like what you're saying, is the first name change happened, and it happened wrong, like, because you were in a faction still. You obviously went back to the devs and got the name changed a second time, and they did it correctly. That's obviously what happened. You obviously emailed them back going, you fucking idiots, you fucked up the name change? Do you not know? And then they changed your name. That's what's happened. You haven't fucking sold it. And if indeed we're supposed to believe you have sold it, let's just pretend we believe him for a minute. Let's say this is true. So you're saying, every account that I had, these people just harass me and they just followed me around. Well, we know the Down from the Rafters account was formerly the They Call Me DSP account. Now you're saying you sold it. So if that's the case, then it belongs to a different person. Right? So why does this different person, who's going to be getting harassed and any faction he's with, he supposedly must be getting doxxed as well, because everyone's under the assumption it's you, if we're to believe your story. Why has this person not come out and said, hey guys, my name's, I don't know, Keith, and I'm the Down from the Rafters account, DSP sold it to me, please leave me alone. Why has he not done that? Like, why? Because you're talking out your fucking ass. That never happened. Also, if you sold the fucking account, then why did your 7-year login streak not end? Like, there's just so many fucking ridiculous questions. But anyway, let's just carry on for the moment.
All right? And you might say, well, how is that possible? Well, you may not think it's possible because technically you shouldn't be able to sell an account, but I actually just alluded to this on a stream the other day. So basically, what I did, I reached out and I found that there was a market for this. There's third-party resellers. And what you do is you can give them certain criteria and information about the game, login accounts and things that would give them ownership of the account. And you could give that to them for money. And I sold it. All right? That was a few years ago. So I have not had any control over this account for years. That was the single worst thing I could have done. Because what I should have done, I should have just closed the account.
Really? That was the single worst thing you ever done? Selling the account? Not the scamming part. No, that was fine. That was silly. That was a silly little thing that the detractors got me on. The worst part was that I sold it. What the fuck, man? And again, just so everyone knows, right, Scopely don't allow you to sell accounts. So it's against TOS, him selling his account. So basically, this guy who allegedly has, obviously, it's a load of bullshit, it's still Phil's account. But if we're to believe him, then this guy's account should get deleted from WWE Champions because he's broke TOS. He shouldn't have bought the account. And Phil should also have his new accounts removed because he broke TOS selling these accounts. Now also, you would have thought, like, if this is true as well, what DSP would have had to have sold this new guy who bought down from the rafters was his email address and all that sort of stuff along with it, because he would have needed all that shit to log into the fucking game. And, like, yeah, I don't know why you are making this big confession that you were the They Call Me DSP account, but you're starting a new lie now. Why? Why not just, like, put a full stop in this now and go, yes, I lied, it is my account, bang, done. But why not go, yes, it is my account, I confess, but here's a load of new lies for you to try and keep track of, you guys. And they're so easily fucking debunked. Stop fucking lying or get better at it.
Because if I just closed the account, even though people would have accused me of this for years and years, endlessly moving forward, it would have kind of went away, right? But instead, I was like, man, I put so much time and money into this. I don't want to, I want to get something out of it. And I sold it like an idiot. And I hate that I did it now because now I literally have no control. I can't show you, and like, for example, people will show the account. I literally can't, and I haven't been able to for years because it's not my account anymore. I don't have ownership of it. I have nothing to show you to prove, you know, they'd call me DSP, and then the names that change, you know, that last name was down for the Raptors. I can't show you anything. I mean, you got morons in the chat, really morons in the chat. Show proof of sale. You really think right now I'm going to open up a PayPal account and show you anything? I'm going to open up a bank account and show you anything? You're an idiot.
Oh, yes, that guy's an idiot. See that guy there that's asking for proof of sale of the account? He's a fucking idiot, you guys. Yeah, what kind of idiot asks Darkside No Proof Phil for evidence? Like, only a fucking idiot. What kind of idiot asks a man who's a compulsive liar and is now admitting to 7 years worth of lying people and scamming them out of money, why would you ask that guy for proof? You fucking idiot. Oh, this asshole's asking for proof. What, my word not good enough for you? No, it isn't good enough for you. You fucking idiot. That guy's not an idiot. He sounds like he's got his head pretty well screwed on. And you dismissing it. Or maybe you should have said, look, I get that you want proof, but I can't give it you. I'm not willing to show you my accounts or whatever. But I don't get why. What's the big deal just showing like the certain section of the screen? You know, you can block out any information that might hurt your family and just show them something. Show them fucking something. All these claims that you make and you never show a shred of evidence or anything, and then it's just like, trust me, bro, but what you're saying is complete nonsense and doesn't make any fucking sense. And why? For what fucking end? It's just because you're trying to soften the blow. But what's the point? It's like, yes, I did scam you, but only up until a couple of years ago, because after that, this other guy took the account, allegedly. Fuck off. Just take the L.
All right? Here's what I will tell you. I still have the game, but I don't have it on that phone. I have it on my current phone. It's my personal account. That's a brand new account. Not brand new because I've been using it for a while. I've had this phone for a while, but you guys didn't know that because I never told you. This is not an iPhone, all right? I've had this phone for a while, and this is what I do everything on now for the business, and I have some mobile games on here. It's my personal shit, and it's my right to own my own personal shit, and if I want to play games and stuff on it, I fucking can. I've never had, well, I haven't had that account on an iPhone for a while. You know what I'm saying? It sucks because every time people call me out and I'm like, well, maybe I could prove, I can't prove it. I don't own it.
If this is true, you literally could have proved it. You could have proved it on side scrollers. And this is so fucking dumb about it. This is what you should have done. Is on side scrollers, you should have sent Craig a screenshot of your... I know, and this is all bollocks, by the way. I know he's down from the rafters, but let's just say we believe him. You could have took a screenshot of your new account, right? And said to Craig, okay, Craig, here's the thing. I'm sending you a screenshot, but you're going to notice that this account was created more recently than 7 years ago. What do I mean by this? I mean that it was created recently because I sold the old account. And also, Craig, I'm going to send you the proof of sale, which obviously is for your eyes only, but if you can confirm that my account is not down from the rafters, and confirm that I have sold the down from the rafters account, that'd be very nice. Like, he could have literally just done that. He had a way out, but no, he didn't want to do it because he couldn't do it, because he's down from the fucking rafters, and he's just refusing to... He always has to have like some lies on the go, don't he? You can't be like, guys, I'm gonna come clean. No, you can't. You've got to have some fucking dirty laundry if you're Darksydephil, apparently. Which makes sense because his washing machine is always fucking broken.
I have no way to corroborate what I'm saying, but here's the thing. If everything I just admitted, right? If the account was not mine all along, why would I have just admitted what I just admitted to you? I'd have no incentive. I would just keep the story going that it's not my account.
Okay, this is really dumb. Your incentive is very clear. The incentive for you to say that you're the DSP and the They Call Me DSP account, but not the Down from Rafters account. Your incentive there is to get people off your back, right? So I've made this big admission, you guys. I mean, why would I tell you this truth but lie about not being down from the rafters? Why would I do that? Because you want to tell this truth, say, oh yeah, Phil fessed up. Everyone should give him a fair shake now, you guys. Everyone believes you and goes, oh, okay, so down from the rafters isn't Phil, confirmed. Now you can play as down from the rafters in peace because everyone's bought your bullshit and went, for him, you guys. Now I can just carry on doing my down from the rafters thing because everyone thinks it's not me. That's where the incentive... The fact that you had to ask, why would I make that lie? What's the point? And he did this as well when he was denying the bank leaks. You're saying that the bank leaks are mine? Well, why would I confess to all this WWE champion stuff but not confess to the bank leaks? It makes it... No, just because you've told one bit of truth doesn't mean that they go, why would I carry on the other lies? Because it's obvious. As far as the bank leaks are concerned, the reason you keep lying about the bank leaks is because it shows exactly how much money you spent on WWE champions, which is fucking loads, and you don't want your fans to know exactly how much because that's how much you've scammed them for, and that's a lot. Even in the face of evidence that it's like they literally spend money on your days off when you're not streaming, and they go to the same places, like I've said before, like you'll have a day off where you'll go, oh, we went and ate sushi at this restaurant, we went and picked up some wine, and then I got a haircut at this place, and all those charges are coincidentally on the same day. But no, those bank leaks aren't tied to you, apparently. Also, what's interesting about the Down from the Rafters account, like I said, or I think I said, the login streak, right? So he sold the account. This account, Down from the Rafters, has been consistently logged in every day for 7 years. So that means that if Phil sold it to this new guy, the third party that he sold it to him through must have done it at lightning fucking speed. Like, because he wouldn't have owned that account. It would have been idle. Someone bought it instantly and then logged in and have consistently logged in every single day since. That's a load of fucking bollocks. There's no way that fucking happened. So there's another hole in your fucking little story. Also, it's funny that the dude that like you sold the account to immediately started spending just like you. He carried on spending like a madman, and again, he's making these WWE Champions purchases at the same times as you. He's spending the exact same amount of money that you make on tips. Well, not the exact, but two in amount. So if Phil will make $400 on stream on tips or whatever, then this dude will spend like $390. What a coincidence! And he's spending that money at times where Phil's not on stream, and on Phil's days off. Wow. This dude not only managed to keep the 7-year login streak alive, but he bought the account off Phil, which is against TOS, and he managed to keep Phil's exact spending habits, like to a T, even down to like where Phil changes his fucking days off and shit. That's incredible. But of course Phil would just be like, yeah, I guess, I don't know what to tell you, I guess it's just a massive coincidence. Like, I don't get why... like, that you wouldn't just confess to the whole thing. Like, you're making this confession anyway, Like, you might as well just own up to fucking everything, because this just is coming across way worse. You might as well have not confessed to this at all. Like, yeah, fucking stupid.
In regards to all the other shit that's said right there about the bankruptcy and everything, I've had enough of that. Then what is wrong with the data? And it's funny because you could ask me, well, specifically, Phil, what is this line item and what was this expense? I don't know. All right? Literally all year I track my expenses of all kinds. Some of them are personal, some of them are business. I don't know. I track them all in like a big spreadsheet, and that goes to a tax attorney. And every year there's questions that shoot back at me, and I answer them all truthfully, and we do them. It's, you know what I'm saying? They're fine. There's no issue with my taxes. They're done properly. It was scrutinized by both a tax attorney, by both a bankruptcy attorney and a bankruptcy judge. We went line by line through all of it, and they were okay with it. So there's no issue.
Okay, just because they went through it doesn't mean there's no issue. That's a load of bullshit. I massively believe you played on their ignorance. And let's do some, like, little, like, really obvious. This is just a theory, like, which I'm sure many of you have this same fucking theory. He played on their fucking ignorance. First of all, Phil is a mature adult with a business degree, and, you know, he's business finance, or whatever it is. He's got some sort of business degree in finance, or he's got something to do with that. He keeps a spreadsheet of all his expenses. Yet you can't fucking recall as to what those $5,000 worth of expense. That is insane. That is $5,000 worth of expenses on a gaming channel per month is insane. What are you spending that money on? Because it's not games. Even if it was a month where you had to buy a console, even if you bought the new Xbox, the new PS5, and a bunch of new games, you won't come close to $5,000. That's fucking insane. And there's no way you can go, well, I don't remember what that was. Okay, Mr. Business Finance doesn't remember a month where several months where he spent $5,000. Fuck off. Let's be honest. It's most likely that a lot of those expenses were WWE champions. And he's classed that as a business expense. Because he was probably like, yeah, well, that's actually gaming, and I'm a gaming channel. So, yeah, it's actually a business expense. And these people that, like, fucking did the bankruptcy, they're not gonna know, are they? They're not gonna be up on this shit. They're just gonna be like, okay, fine. Like, obviously it wasn't looked into well enough, and that's my fucking theory, and I'm sure a lot of you share that fucking theory.
You understand? There never was an issue. This is something that's completely blown out of proportion by people who just don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm sorry. And that's, no, I'm not going to open up fucking financial documentation. I'm not going to open up my bank account. I'm not going to open up apps and fucking ledgers. You're not getting that. All right. I want to know why I were to open up all of that documentation, show you line by line, all of that shit.
You wouldn't need to. You wouldn't need to show all these, like, fucking forms or whatever. You wouldn't. You could literally just need to justify it. If you can justify $5,000 worth of business expenses over those months, just verbally, and they made sense, that would be enough. Because it's absolutely laughable. There's no way you could justify it. Wouldn't need to see proof. Just verbally fucking say. Instead of going off on this tangent, going, oh, you want to know why I can't fucking show you these things? No one's asking to see those specific things, man. Like, just tell us. Tell us what you spent those $5,000 business expenses are. There's no justifiable fucking answer for it with or without these fucking forms. You're full of shit. And this just lends more fucking credit to you. You obviously were saying, WWE champions. I do it on my channel. It's a business expense. That was obviously a big chunk of it, in my opinion.
So that's that. That's really it. There's nothing else to say. Now I'm done. Like, I'm literally done with it. I'm not going to talk about this again. I'm not going to waste time on it in the future because I told you the full story. Now, do I still play WWE champions? Yes, I do. On my actual personal account, on my current phone, I play WWE champions. You will never see that account because it is mine. And if I showed it, the detractors would nonstop try to get information about me and my new account on. And I'm not going to fuck around like that at all. You're never going to see that account ever. All right? You will see me once in a while, possibly playing WWE champions on stream with the new account that I made just to play through my new PC and hang out with everyone on streams to do that. Okay? And that's it. All right? So that's the story. You don't have to believe it. Many people won't. The detractors who are here tonight will never, ever understand or believe the story. Do you see?
There you go. And it's the exact same thing. The detractors will never ever believe me. So basically, if you, after hearing all this, say, I don't believe you, you've proven yourself you're a compulsive liar, you've admitted to this massive scam where you've lied, and I don't believe you because you just like said several more lies which don't make any sense. Well, I guess you're a detractor now. But anyone who blindly believes him and just says, if he says, okay, Phil, whatever, we'll continue to give you money, that's a true fan. The way he paints it is fucking stupid. Also, saying he can't show his new account, and you never will see my new account. Well, if you've got nothing to hide, you've got nothing to fear. But going, the detractors will try and use that to get information. Well, if that's true, how come this new guy that you allegedly sold down from the rafters to, how come he's not getting doxxed and harassed or anything? How come he's not come out and said anything? How come he's radio silent? He seems to be doing fucking fine. Unless, of course, it is you. Which it is fucking you, and that's the whole reason you don't want to sell your fucking account, and it's so obvious.
So, that's that. And I'm done with it. I'm not answering any more. If you actually come to me and ask me a question about WWE Champions, I'm going to say, watch part 3, the DSP Reacts, the June the King documentary on DSP Reacts. That's the answer. That's the truth. I'm done with you. I'm moving on. If you don't accept it, goodbye. Sorry for all the trouble that I caused you. I really am. I really made a big mistake when I decided to keep this going, to keep the lie going. It was a bad move. I should have just either completely fessed up or just deleted the account and got it over with. But instead, because I made this stupid choice to sell it to try to make some money to help myself, it screwed me over. It really did. It completely screwed me over.
And there we go. We're just going to end it there because he just doesn't get it. He doesn't get what he's confessing to. He thinks that it's just like, well, I'm just admitting this is my account. But no, you're admitting to like basically scamming people out of money, getting money under false pretenses and spending it on this fucking game. And it's obvious you're down from the rafters and you're trying to say you're not because you want to continue to play this game in peace. And that's also the reason why you won't show your fucking account. Because you just want to be left alone to play this game in peace. And I don't believe you would sell it because of the way you were talking throughout this whole fucking thing going, I put too much time and money into it. I've got to get something out of this. It means too much to you. I would say this down from the rafters account means more to you than your fucking marriage. It does. Yeah, you don't get what you're basically confessing to. And the way he says, sorry for all, if you don't believe me and you leave, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. As if he's just like blocked someone in their driveway. Sorry I parked my car and blocked you in your driveway. Sorry for all the trouble I caused you. No, you scammed them out of fucking money. This isn't a, sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, my friend, it won't happen again. No, you fucking scammed them out of money. And you're just being blasé about it. And again, you come out here to admit it, but you don't admit the whole thing. You just end up being a pussy and creating more lies for yourself. But anyway, that's about it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one, which probably won't be too long away. Cheers, guys.